So if you want, you can record.
Yes, I will
But
record and see how it is coming.
okay.
That is the main thing. Anyway, I started recording. So in case if we feel like uploading also, we can do that later.
Okay, fine.
So what do you have to discuss?
Okay. So one thing which I was thinking yesterday that I should discuss with you is I'm doing that Bala mantra, right?
Hmm.
I'm clean so,
Right.
right? So you focus on your forehead, the crown of your head, and then the heart.
Correct.
That's how it goes, right?
Correct.
So, okay, when started itself, I always the blissful feeling happens in the heart
Hmm.
normally.
Hmm.
So I want to ask, is in the crown chakra also there is a blissful center? You feel the bliss there.
You feel in all the chakras, not only there.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Generally, it is heart because anahata opens up.
Hmm.
But then, if Agya Chakra is also becoming resonated, then you feel blissful there. You get it in Sahasrara Chakra, then you get in Mooladhara also. You don't. It depends on how the cleansing is happening.
Yeah. So I was feeling that blissful thing in that crown chakra.
Okay.
So that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
And
It happens.
so and
Absolutely fine.
okay. So it was kind of initially it was kind of vibrating and all, not vibrating, or I don't know. Something was running around, or not running around.
We took
I
a
don't know what to say.
smartphone before.
Vibrating would be a better word.
Mm-hmm.
On the very first day itself, I felt that. So that's why I thought I'll ask.
Yeah, sure.
All three chakras.
Yeah, it happens that way.
Hmm.
In fact, all the seven also can happen.
Okay.
So, like that.
Yeah. So that before that, when was it? Some when was that? 2020 is when I was doing that mantra. No, 19, I think. Yeah, that time I used to have it in my this Manipura chakra.
Hmm.
That
Okay.
bliss feeling.
Right.
So this one, what M has mentioned in his instruction is you have to repeat 108 times, and he said don't count, just do it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Okay.
If
So
you,
when you do,
yeah,
hmm?
sorry, you finish.
Yeah. So if you do that, first he said since you will not be able to keep your mind, like you have to do this quite fast. So you touch with the hand
Hmm.
on the forehead, and then say, then you put on the crown and then heart. So initially he said do that,
Hmm.
otherwise you won't be able to bring the mind.
Hmm.
So but then the very first time itself I did with the hand only because he has told like that. And then you immediately go to that blissful state, and after some time, no, the so automatically that mantra will stop, and only that
Correct.
bliss is there.
Correct. That is an aid. So after that, it automatically stops. So there's no point in counting.
And nothing to count, so it just stops and you stay. And then he has also told whichever is your chakra you normally naturally come to, stop there. And always for me it comes to Agya chakra only.
That's okay. Maybe it has opened up, so you feel like that.
Yeah. So so it opens in sequence, or is it opens
It is
every day?
random, Lata. It is not. There is nothing called sequential. So even though that seven chakras are something seems to be sequential, but it is not,
Hmm.
because we don't know what is the level of opening in each of the chakra.
Okay, fine. So, but anyway, naturally for me from the beginning
Correct.
itself, it was for me is Agya chakra
Agya
only.
chakra. So what happens is, let us say I want to open up Agya chakra, then it might not happen. It might happen somewhere, or it might nothing will happen even if I were to utter the mantra 108 times.
Mm.
That is also a possibility. So
Mm.
thing is, it might work, it might not work.
Mm.
There is no guaranteed thing that yeah I am doing this, so it should work. Generally, it should work, but that depends on how much cleansing has already happened.
Hmm.
Otherwise, there is nothing that will work.
Yeah, yeah. So then, since beginning itself, my attention was going through to the Agya Chakra. Then I guess for so many after now anyway, recently I came back to Agya Chakra, but before I came to the heart,
Hmm.
the heart chakra. So for long I did that. I think maybe that opened up the heart little bit at least.
Hmm. That
Okay.
that would be the cause. I mean, the, the more we practice, the more cleansing will happen.
Yeah, 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 correct. So for long I did. And then I don't know, somehow again it came to Agya Chakra.
That's
And but
okay.
then the crown chakra is the first experience or whatever that bliss feeling you feel there.
Yes. So Sahasrara, if you are feeling it, it's good.
Hmm.
Okay. So it is nice. Maybe the cleansing is good, so it is able to go till there, and you have that bliss.
Yeah, yeah. So that bliss is there always. And then the other thing which I noticed is uh, that all those tendencies and whatever impulses which I want to get rid of, all that come together somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
Ah,
So that is what is the hidden things.
mm,
It is deep in the bottom.
mm-hmm.
So you will have a relief sensation initially, but then you will find that there are impurities which has to be removed.
Mm. So it's not that unknown to me. It's all known things only. But before it used to come once in a while, one sometime. So I know that such a thing is existing. But this now comes together
Correct.
in succession. So, but I don't know what to do with that.
Now
I
you
can
are
observe and all that.
correct. No, the only way to deal with it is to keep on practicing either through mantra or through jnana, and then it comes out. See, the thing is that we try to react to that.
Mm,
So that pushes it down. It's like a thorn pushed down.
mm,
So we have to. Another thing is that we'll go in a denial mode that maybe it is there, maybe it is not there, something like that.
mm.
So acceptance is going to help.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct.
So when acceptance happen, then everything works. Okay, I before I forget. Okay, once we finish with this, I wanted to tell you something. What my sister has informed to you.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, so you finish. If then I will tell you that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but then I thought that is good. It is churning is happening, but then I am not getting carried away by it or getting. I can see my heart constricting. That means that impurity is still there, and I have to transcend it somehow. But then I also thought it is good that it is bringing it up, and it is showing me where I have the flaws. So
Sure.
that way it is good.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And yesterday I was what to say? I think more or more. I think at least the last 2 days I was more or less in bliss only, going
Good.
around and heart. It is blissful feeling. That time in normal situation, I feel the bliss only in the heart, not in the head and all. But I have that feeling in the heart.
Okay.
So yesterday it was like I feel I could rest in that I
Peaceful
sense or
state. Yeah.
awareness, peaceful state quite a lot, even though walking and doing something. And my daughter was getting so anxious because she had an exam here. So there that time also I could feel that light bliss, but I was also seeing that I'm getting slightly disturbed because she was so anxious, she was crying and all. I
Hmm.
don't know why for some small class exam she's getting so anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling her, why you're so worried? Then he said, you don't understand. She said, you
Okay.
are always like this. He will show in one hand, one straight line without any emotions.
Hmm.
So, but she was, I could see that she is suffering.
Yeah.
And I asked her to repeat some mantra and all. I don't know she did or not. But okay, but she was pretty mm,
Agitated.
tensed, tensed,
Yeah, uneasy and tensed.
uneasy and tensed. So that also kind of was creating some slight, not big, but slight disturbance in my heart that I could feel. Okay, anyway, I'm a mother. I thought, okay, that is difficult to transcend easily.
I see.
What you see?
I'm just hearing to whatever you're saying and trying to make things out of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that means that's what I'm trying to say. There are things which are there, which comes up. Not many things, but very few things. Maybe only very, very few things. Not many, and not huge surges and all. It is not. At least I'm able to observe it, and it doesn't stay for long. Maybe 2 3 minutes. Like that's it. Then it
Uh-huh.
goes away.
I see.
Mm.
But that is going to come, Lata, irrespective of what you think, is because those are the impurities which will be there hidden. So when the right
Yes.
opportunity comes, it will definitely come out.
Yeah, that's what I feel. That opportunities are presenting itself in succession. What do you say? So
Not
I
in
know that.
cessation. If it is cessation, it will not come. So it is presenting itself through the conditions coming up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct. That's what the conditions are coming up, and I know this is a condition which is triggering things from inside.
Mm,
Yes.
absolutely.
So okay, it's good. So I am instead of getting agitated and carried away by it, I'm just looking at it and then seeing uh,
Mm.
what exactly it is. So it's good. Then I'm also able to um, stay in the blissful state. So that's also good.
Yeah, that is the best thing. Say if the more you extend it, the more of these impurities will go away.
Will go away. Correct. Correct.
So there, that's the reason there are two choices, Lata. We can take like a sabbatical and then not be in any uh, interaction with anyone, like any family member or anyone, office or whatever. Say let's say we go on a 3 month retreat.
Hmm.
From morning till evening, the job, or in the night and morning, again night, morning, is to watch the breath
Hmm.
and be in that state.
Hmm.
In that case, what happens is the mind will get completely erased out of all the hidden agendas and impurities and all that.
Hmm.
Another way to do is what we are doing today. But the problem with our approach is it will be slow and
Right. Right. Right.
it will not work out because we are not doing it after we finish whatever we are talking.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Somehow we get involved, or the mind gets involved with the normal things.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
So it doesn't feel compelled to go through this.
Yeah, but I remember it always, and the times which I forget is very less nowadays. So, but my question is, even if you try to stay in that blissful state, it's not that you are forcing it. You cannot. I have tried to force
No, you can't
that.
force it, yes.
It will never come.
Yeah, yeah, that will
So,
not come.
but it comes naturally. So, is it that during that blissful state only that it is suppressed, and then other times it will come up the other impressions?
No, no, no. Even in when that blissful state is there, you will come to see why those and where are those impurities.
Okay, that's what I am seeing. Okay,
Otherwise, you will not see.
uh,
That is the funny part of it.
okay. So when you see it, and then you try to give it a different spin, and then maybe that get reinforced.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
These
So
things
this
work
is.
in that way only.
Mm-hmm. So either my contemplation is working or that mantra is working.
That's okay. See, something is
Whatever
working.
is working.
Yeah, it is working, right? So we don't have to know whether mantra is working or that is working. As long as anything works to see the impurities, it's okay.
Hmm.
So the more we try diving into why it is like that, the more the mind starts working on it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
correct.
because it wants to know the reason.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
it
it
is.
is working, but tell me how it is working.
It's a combination of everything. It's not that one thing I do, right? There are many
Yes,
things you
absolutely.
unconsciously also do because you know it. So,
Yes. So most of the time we end up being in that, meaning we want to know. And it is fair.
mm,
But again, that fairness has a problem,
mm.
even though it looks fair.
Yeah, okay. So when you're meditating, naturally my attention goes to my Agya chakra.
Hmm.
Mm. So should I try to meditate on the crown chakra?
No, you don't do anything. Whatever you're doing right now, you do it so that it'll automatically go wherever it has to go.
Okay, okay.
That's the best method.
Yeah, fine. So then let it run as it wants.
Yes.
So this is a different method, right? It's not that Vedantic method.
That's not Vedantic method.
And I'm mixing up both.
That's okay as long as you are getting the fruits. It's see, thing is like this. If you want to go by the Vedantic method, let's say, what you should do, you should dissipate GV Jagat Ishvara.
Mm,
First thing,
mm,
then do that meditation.
mm.
So then you will get the bliss in the
Yeah, yeah,
chakra.
that also, yeah, yeah, correct. So in respective of the chakra also, even you do that also you get.
Correct.
Yes. And other times, not during the meditation is when I use this mantra, but other times I don't use that mantra, right? So it is the other method only.
Right. So the thing is, if you are able to experience Jagat completely,
Mm,
then that moha of Jagat will go away.
mm.
Then you see how unfortunate it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is the reason mumukshatva automatically happens. It seems so frugal that whatever we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it will not happen, Lata. See, the thing is, we keep on saying that you require to have the Viveka and Vairagya, and you should have all those six jewels or treasure, and then yearning for liberation,
Mm,
mumukshatva. Why we don't see it?
mm,
That's a question to be asked. Why?
mm.
Why we don't see it? Now you see, you are getting that blissful sensation. So you are happy with the blissful sensation. Do you know it is just one existence? That's all. It is not truly anywhere anything has been achieved. So the person gets caught up,
Mm,
or the consciousness gets caught up with the mind's experience of that.
mm,
Okay, so let's say Sahasrara chakra is now resonating. You're feeling blissful sensation in the Sahasrara chakra.
mm,
You are not going to stop there. You want to know why and how and all. This is what mind will do.
mm,
It will spoil whatever is working also.
mm.
Okay, and then it creates obstacle on its own. So not say you are able to still get the blissful sensation. If you don't get one day, you will start to think, why am I not getting?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So see, right before and all, I used to be so, what do you say, excited about all this.
Correct.
Nowadays, I am not. So it is not that every time I get that blissful sensation. So if it is not there, okay, fine, it is not there. So
Right.
I don't have that excitement now.
No, I know that you don't have that excitement now. What I'm trying to say is that Jagat will pull.
Uh,
Whether you like it or not, all this is
mm.
part of Jagat only.
Yeah, 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 correct. Exactly.
So the thing is that when Jagat is working, nothing else will work now,
Right.
because that is the main thing about Jagat.
Mm,
It makes something which is impossible seem possible.
mm.
Meaning, you cannot have anything called as your experience, but it will ensure that you have your experience, which is Jagat again.
Mm.
So anything that you experience and call it as an experience is a part of Jagat only.
Correct, correct, exactly.
And so we don't get out of Jagat, and then hence Jagat Mithya can never be seen. You will see what is Satya of Jagat.
Sometimes I wonder, I already have that, what do you say, can get into that state. Why do I try different methods
Right.
so easily? You can.
No, that is correct. So now what we need to do, Lata, is that like what we're trying to discuss or debate over what is Jagat and what is Jivi and what is Ishvara, if we are able to do that and meditate on it continuously
Mm,
and they do the neti,
mm,
then it will strike. Then you will be blissful irrespective of the chakras or whatever it is, because you are indeed that bliss.
yeah, yeah, correct. So I was the last 2 days I was doing that only, Vilas. That you you were saying instead of looking at others and then seeing that as five elements, why don't you see yourself,
Yes,
right? I was
yes.
doing that only.
Yeah, good.
Full.
So you see your body. Then that's the reason I keep on saying that we need to look in the mirror.
Mm,
Are we taking anything in as a possession?
mm,
If the answer is yes,
mm.
then we are far away.
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct.
If no, if we are seeing it as a rotten piece of
Mm,
whatever, a flesh of rotten, which is completely rotten but covered up from outside,
mm,
you're able to see that and you're able to see the bones.
mm.
Really, the bones, not
Skeleton,
imagine.
you see.
Yeah.
Mm,
If you're able to do that, when you're standing in front of the mirror, then that you start really to become paranoid about it.
mm,
Disgusting feeling will come.
mm,
That how can I or how am I sheltering such a ugly thing?
mm.
And then the vairagya will dawn. So
Then you
until,
feel,
yeah, go ahead.
then you feel more miserable, right?
You should feel miserable, Lata. In the end, that is what it is. You should feel the misery. That dukkha has to be seen. But unfortunately, the Maya ensures that no
They
dukkha is
don't see
seen.
that.
Don't
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's correct. That's what I was wondering. When you feel so disgusted with this body, then you don't want to stay in this body.
But yet you have to stay, and that is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
real painful feeling, right? So
correct.
that then
Then the
is
mumukshatva will come. Yes.
yes, because now you know you will be staying in something like this forever,
Mm,
which will you are transforming a solidity into a workable item.
mm,
You see, it's a sheer waste of time
mm, mm,
because the food, it's per se, is given to you, but that is not in that condition to eat. So you will see that you have to change that. So once
yes.
you change it, you eat. But what comes down is something similar or different. So then you
Mm,
see it's a different.
mm,
Then you see what is that I'm doing. So like that, the pain will start to grow, and then you'll see a whole body itself is a painful experience.
mm.
So when that happens, Vairagya automatically dawns and Viveka is opened up, and hence Shad
The
Sampati
six will come.
will come because Mumukshatva has already dawned. In
Yeah,
our
it is
case,
a
yeah,
chain reaction.
yes, a chain reaction. So first the Mumukshatva comes. Because of Mumukshatva, the Vairagya will come. Then because of the Vairagya and Mumukshatva, Viveka will come and Shat Sampati will develop. So the four foundations are completely grasped. But what we are trying to do today, in whichever discourses and whatever we are trying to do, is to leave that out.
Yeah, keep that aside. Okay, that we will do, but come to a point.
Yeah, so now that we will do later. That anyway we have time, we will do it. I know we have to do it. But tell me, what is this sloka all about?
Yeah, yeah, correct. That's true.
And that will not work.
Correct.
This is exactly what we are doing. So,
Mm,
to whatever extent we have done, it is giving you a blissful feeling.
mm,
but it is not really giving the benefit of what it should have been given. So why mumukshatva is not seen? Because we are not seeing the danger.
Mm.
Who has to see the danger? The consciousness has to see the danger of existence.
Yes.
It will not see,
Mm.
because Maya will cover that consciousness up very thoroughly. So the Jagat Mithya will become Jagat Satya.
Mm.
So no matter what we read, no matter what we listen, it's not going to make any dent on anything.
Mm.
Okay, so today I shouldn't have said this, but anyway, now I had to open this thing. I asked my wife in the morning when I went for a walk, had a very nice vision or
Mm.
experience or whatever, or an insight. So
Mm.
I'll ask you this question. I will not answer. So you, if you cannot answer it, then you use it for your contemplation.
Mm.
Okay. What is one thing which is extremely fearful but yet is not quite obvious? Don't tell me death. Don't tell me birth. These two are not the answer.
Mm. What is one thing which is extremely
Fearful
fearful?
and yet is
Mm.
not obvious.
It is not birth and death.
It's not birth and death. That's the reason I told you, don't give me birth, don't give me as a death. That we don't fear, actually, that we have found out ways and means to extend life. So we know if something is not happening in the body, then you go and get checked and do and this and that. So nobody is on the road to staying at home or anywhere. They are in any kind of fear. I am saying there is something fear deep within us, and there is some anxiety deep within us
Mm.
which cannot be removed no matter what we do outside, and yet it doesn't show up or it doesn't make it quite obvious. So what would that be?
Mm. I'm thinking.
Yeah, think. No issues. Anyway, we have time.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Good. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. My husband had some catch in the back. He
Ah,
wanted to put some move or something.
oh.
So that's why.
Yeah, if you want, you can go and attend. We can anyway. We
No,
are
no, no.
meeting tomorrow in the.
Anyway, it's fine. fine. So I have, and he said, fine. He's also attending some class. He's doing this MBA from IIM. So
Ah, okay,
some
okay.
class he's attending.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. No worries.
Okay. So you were also about to tell me something else, right? You were about to say something, and then you said you finish.
I have sent quite a bit of photographs of what my sister has shared. So she says that if you are a avid listener of Sarva Priyananda, then he uses some names like Richard and Jayant and all that, and some names. So I don't know why she felt that you should know it, but she says that you should know it. So I sent all of that to you.
Yeah, I have seen this. I have heard this actually.
Yeah. So yesterday,
Richard and
yeah,
Jayant and all. He keeps repeating. Yes.
yes, yes,
Oh, so for that photographs she has sent.
yes.
Okay.
So she has
Yeah.
sent the photograph because yesterday she had been there.
So she's
Yesterday,
going there every frequently.
yeah, they have been telling her to join. I don't know what has transpired to Sarva Priyananda and his office that they keep on calling them. But anyway, it's good. So she has gone there and she is enjoying that company. So until Thursday, they are there in New York
Hmm.
and they're going to go back to Los Angeles.
Hmm. Okay. Coming to the question, fear and anxiety deep within us,
In each one of us.
which we don't. It's not obvious,
It's not obvious.
and it's not birth and death.
It's not, it has got nothing to do with birth and death. It eventually becomes birth and death situation, but it is not the usual birth and death what we talk, because we know whoever is born is going to die is known.
So I think the fear of where we will land up,
The fear of what?
the fear of where we will land up.
Good. Good thinking.
Correct? Or
Yes, it is.
okay.
No, it is where you are going to land up. Slight modification. You will see that where is my new home?
Where is my new home? Correct. And that's, I think, the deepest fear we always have.
That's what I'm telling you. It's not quite obvious.
Yeah,
It's good that you got it, but I asked my wife, she couldn't answer. She said birth, death, losing your loved one, and all that. These are all some things which are basic manifestation of that.
Yeah, correct. So you will also be worried. So you will also die. Where you will go? The person who has died, where have they gone? See, right now, I can see it in my father and my sister.
Correct.
Where has my mother gone?
Correct.
Every day, see, my sister asks, where has my amma gone? I keep telling her she is right in the space where you are, in a different dimension. So you can feel the presence if you are calm. And my father also listens. Like even though he doesn't ask, but I know he has that question in his mind. And then I keep repeating, and I say, if I think and then deeply think about my mother, a piece of calm and tranquility come to my heart, which shows me that she is at peace and calm, tranquility. Then I told that. I said, you are telling that? I said, yes. How much ever I tell you, you will not believe, because you have to feel it yourself. I am 100% convinced she is in peace somewhere. I don't know where, but at least she is at peace. This much I know for sure. So this the same thing. This is a fear which you have.
And that is the fear which comes out as birth and death.
Yeah, correct.
But deep fear is where is my home?
Correct. See, if you know, for example, if you're dying and you're going to a very good place, that place is there for you. You're going there. You will never be bothered, even if it is your whoever it is your father, mother. You say, okay, fine, they are going somewhere nice place.
Yes.
Right, and then we can also see them and can talk to them. Then there's no fear.
Correct.
So, so I think, okay, fine. So that was. So I am for a daily basis. I keep hearing this question. So on a daily basis, I keep answering. My brother doesn't ask me any of these kind of questions. So he doesn't even talk about my mother. So, but my sister, today is that Masa, that
Correct.
monthly
Correct.
Thiti.
Correct.
So she goes to that Tiruvallam, that temple, and do that ritual and all. My brother also does in the US. Since the timing is not correct, she is not comfortable, so she goes and does it in that place. And it is told that Shankaracharya also did that ritual in that house, in that temple for his mother.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Parashuram temple. It's the only Parashuram temple in Kerala.
I see.
So every day she asked me, yesterday or night also, she asked me the same question. So maybe that's the reason I zeroed in on the answer very fast.
Yeah, yeah, because of that only.
Yeah. So because it's a everyday daily question and daily pondering, right? So
Yes, yes. Otherwise, it is not obvious.
yeah.
You,
Because that is the same question, and that's the question I keep deeply thinking about. And even I was, before my mother passed away, that was my greatest concern, where she will go. And that's what I was trying to keep her. I know it is not possible to cultivate anything at that last moment, but I know that she had that bhakti for Krishna so
correct.
deep in her. So I was just trying to awaken that, in even though she has maybe her consciousness is not so good at all times. So I was just trying to do that, so because of that concern, and I wanted her to be peaceful when she passes away. So
Yeah.
so maybe that's why the answer came so fast to me.
Yes. If you go and ask this question to 100 people, no one will reply.
Correct.
We can do this experiment on Wednesday when Bhatt is back.
Yeah. So you can think about his mother, but he also has a question, right? Where his mother has gone.
Yes, he has the same question and he doesn't think about his home. He thinks about his mother's home. Meaning, for whoever is departed, that person will think about where that person is, but does not realize that every moment he is going to a place which will remove him from the home.
So that's what I also keep thinking. Today is my last day. Okay. My breath is stopping. Where do I land up?
Yes,
I'm clueless. Okay, I
yes,
can kind of think maybe I come back to the same world, or maybe I go and stay somewhere suspended, because that's what the experience I get during my meditation. Like you are somewhere in the space. That's it. So I get suspended there somewhere in no man's land all night, I think.
yes.
Or how does it work? So because I bought one book. There is one lady in Buddhist thing who passed away, and she had this 5 days of going the realms, different realms of existence.
Hmm.
I don't know whether you have. I didn't read it fully. Mm, then I was just thinking. So those are all Buddhist kind of heavens and things and all mentioned.
Hmm.
And then there are other kinds of heavens which Hinduism says about,
Hmm.
like Krishna Loka, Shiva Loka, and then Brahma Loka, and then Indra Loka, and this Loka, so many lokas.
Hmm.
So, so if I am not enlightened, where do I land up? Is what I was thinking.
You will end up in whichever nearest is for you.
Nearest for me.
See, when you came to this life,
Mm,
that's the nearest.
mm,
Immediately there is a recognition of the parents,
mm,
which never existed. At least for the
mm,
parent, you are the daughter.
correct.
So they don't realize that you were never anybody's daughter.
Mm,
And for you, after few months, you start to look upon them and
mm,
forget all about your existence.
mm.
So you have landed in a place which is nearest to you.
Hmm.
That's all. So you forget all about it. And you start to believe you are a human being now.
Hmm.
Because you've been told. See, the basic problem is that you've been told you are a human being.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
told?
correct.
Who told? Another human being told you.
Yes.
So you think you're a human being.
Yes.
That is how Maya works.
Yeah, yeah. So now one I have a question. So now when you're, if for example, at the last moment, you are in meditating state and you have established in that space,
You will,
like
you will, you will be reborn in space.
so you're reborn in space, meaning so it'll be no man's land.
Not no man's land. It is, there is life according to that. There are people or these beings who are saintly and they are on space. So they are in space. So you land there.
Mm.
Wherever the mind gets locked, consciousness establishes there.
Mm.
So if you want complete, like Brahmaloka, it is again due to meditation,
Mm.
staying in samadhi, and able to create anything at will.
Mm.
So Brahmaloka gets created. It's just like our loka is created,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
correct. That is
created.
also created and you enter it. That's it.
You enter it, and then you suddenly start to see those beings who are in that realm.
Already there in that realm. So I think when the last being in that realm is gone, that realm is also disappear.
Yes, that realm also disappears along with it. That's how it works. So there is no way any loka will get exhausted.
Yeah, yeah, because always there are be some beings or the other there.
Yes. So there's no way that it will go away.
So then I also think, oh, so for time immemorial, I am there as a jiva, going from one body to another body, continuing and continuing and continuing. I don't know how many millions of years.
Exactly. So when we come to GV, you will come to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, let's not discuss that. So
Yes.
that I will not, once we'll start going and discussing on that.
Yes. So just like when a being is born here, believes there is human loka.
Mm.
So much so that it becomes a satya as a jagat.
Mm.
Same way, if somebody is born in Vishnu Loka or gets established in Vishnu Loka, he will feel Vishnu Loka is real.
Mm.
So long as that reality is made, nobody can erase it.
Yeah, you stay there forever.
You stay there forever. So now, right now, in all our lives, we firmly believe that we are husband or wife of someone.
Mm.
We firmly believe that there is son and daughter. We firmly believe that there is a home. We firmly believe there is a cash. That we firmly believe in everything what is there in this loka.
Mm.
So, no matter how much Vedanta we know, we will be reborn in the same loka.
But there would be a waiting period, right?
That all will be there, Lata, but eventually the person will be born as a human only.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Yeah, that's better than going down.
No, you cannot go down.
Hmm.
So, but what's the use of knowing so much? If the knowing so much and not knowing so much, they both are going to be land in human existence.
Yeah, yeah, correct. So maybe we are in the last life also we have known.
Yes, absolutely. So the only comfortable feeling here is that when you have done all of that, your mind is refined. So basically, you will not have anything to worry about.
Okay, my husband is calling me, so I think he so
Yeah,
we'll
maybe
end
you
for
should
now.
attend to him. So let's
Yes,
end
sure.
for today and meet in the office tomorrow.
Okay, fine. Bye.
Okay, okay then. Thank you. Bye.